Hey everyone, welcome to another HBT Daily. I'm Jenna Corrado, joined by Hardball Talks' Craig Calcaterra. On the eve of the League Championship Series kicking off, we had an oddly timed move. The Orioles announced they struck a long-term deal with shortstop J.J. Hardy. It's a 3-year, $40 million contract with the club's option for a 4th year. But Craig, why the sudden urgency to get this done during the playoffs, considering the high risk of distraction?
You know, that's a good question. Remember a few years ago, A-Rod opted out of his contract in the middle of the playoffs, and he got all kinds of garbage thrown at him for being a distraction. No one does that to J.J. Hardy and the Orioles. I don't know why. Maybe A-Rod has different rules that apply to him, but there's actually a really good reason for the Orioles to do this now. J.J. Hardy would have been a huge commodity in the offseason. There are no shortstops worth a darn going to be available in the free agent market. Hanley Ramirez will be there, but he really can't defensively handle shortstop anymore. Asdrubal Cabrera, same story. Steven Drew, he might be damaged goods. There are like 5 teams that would have been in on J.J. Hardy immediately after the season was over, and the Orioles wanted to head that off at the pass.
Okay, back to the game action. The NLCS kicks off on Saturday with a couple of familiar faces, the Cardinals and the Giants. Some may be a little bit tired of seeing these two teams pass the NL pennant back and forth, but is there something different about this matchup to hold the interest of even the non-Giants and Cards fans?
Yeah, I think so. Unlike in years past, neither of these teams are irresistible forces or immovable objects for that matter. They both have flaws. It'll be interesting to see how they deal with those flaws. On the Cardinals side, Adam Wainwright has some elbow problems. There's a chance he doesn't go in Game 1, or if he does go, he is yanked early for Lance Lynn. That'll make things very interesting for the Cardinals. On the Giants side, after Madison Bumgarner in the rotation, there are a lot of question marks. Can Ryan Vogelsong continue to be a just improbable playoff story after years of ineffectiveness? He always seems to turn it on in October. And then, of course, you've got Buster Posey and Yadier Molina. I know people are tired of hearing about them, but this is really the Carlton Fisk and Thurman Munson of our generation. This is something you're going to be remembering in years in the future. We're going to want to watch this. I think that makes it interesting, even if you don't like these teams as a whole.
Absolutely. And Craig, I know you love to do this. So once again, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who wins the NLCS and why?
You know, I'm going to put my finger up in the air and I'm going to say Giants in 6. And, you know, one thing is that Adam Wainwright issue. I'm really not very confident that he's going to be able to pitch 2 or possibly even 3 games if the Cardinals have their back against the wall, and he is clearly the best pitcher in the series. That could be a big problem for them. Giants also have a bit of a deeper bench. They have Michael Morse, who's been activated for this series. That's some power that the Cardinals don't have off the bench. Plus, what the Cardinals did in the NLDS was a little bit improbable. They hit 7 home runs on a team that was the worst in the National League in home runs. I think the bottom's going to fall out a little bit here. Go Giants.
Craig picks the Giants. You know what that means. Well, thanks everyone for watching. For more postseason coverage, keep checking Hardball Talk at NBCSports.com.